What is up, Cowboys Nation? Your boy Mike Tag here, man. Just dropping another video. I told you guys it's under construction, so things don't look a little right. I got the Cowboys Cave West under construction. This is where I'll be parking my ass down when I'm hanging out with you guys. So make sure you hit that subscribe. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that share. All that kind of good stuff. Appreciate everyone who joined the show last night with my man Kelly K9. He was a little under the weather, but he powered through it. And we talked a lot about the defense. We talked a lot about can the Cowboys make a run, and if they do, it's really going to be dependent on this defense kind of taking that next step. You got Quinnen Williams, you got Logan Wilson, obviously Hooker's coming back. You're getting Overshown is going to be back. It looks like Revel is going to be back in some form or fashion, at least for the Raiders game. So we're going to see what this defense is made of real quick, and we're going to see how these guys go because we don't have time to ease anyone back. Now, I understand Overshown and Revel need to ease back in, but we need instant impact from Wilson and Quinnen Williams, and we got to get that back end safeties kind of going as well. So hopefully the defense will be stabilized. But, we got to be honest with each other too. We can't let this offense off the hook either. I mean, the offense has been sputtering along, to say the least. It's been, I think, 5 games since Dak Prescott's had a 300-yard game. I mean, this team was lighting it up early on in the season, 40 points a game, 35 points, whatever it was. And they've really taken a step back. Now, some of that has to do with the defense. It's like I've talked about. The defense, the way the defense was playing, you almost had to have perfection on this on the offense. They couldn't do what Philly and Green Bay did and have a 10-7 game. That don't work. That don't work with our Cowboys defense. The offense has to be on all cylinders every single drive. Hopefully the defense is going to give a little bit more support to allow the offense to kind of get going. But when I'm seeing this offense, it's like something's just missing. It's like they're firing on they got an 8-cylinder, sports car, but they're only hitting about 5 to 6 cylinders. So they've got to get back to 8 cylinders. And the way to do it is they've got to get the running game established. They get it going. But again, like I said, the defense gets so bad that you end up falling behind. And the Cowboys are better when they play ahead. They are not a great behind the coming from behind and taking lead. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I was looking and I had my wrong overlay on, and I apologize. I said, join the chat. There is no chat because this is pre-recorded. So make sure you guys leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts on this offense or the defense or whatever else it is, man. Love to strike up some conversation. So that's what I'm looking at this offense and where can they get going? Obviously, the running game. I mean, Javonte Williams has done his job in the opportunities that he's been given. George Pickens has been heaven sent. They got to get that guy re-signed. You look at CeeDee Lamb getting going, getting back. I think, he could be even better. So it's all about, but everything starts with them with pass protection up front. That hasn't been the best. And I mean, right tackle, Steele, I think he's kind of either playing himself out of a job, but I think he's playing himself out of Dallas after this year. He got replaced by Nate Thomas. You got BB back, right? And he had to get his feet wet, had to kind of get going coming off that injury in the layoff. So I think he's going to be better coming out of the bye. He'll be, much cleaner. So I think the line is going to be a lot better coming out of the bye, and that's going to be critical. It's going to be critical for this team because the offense is decided at the line of scrimmage. If they can get the running game going, work it down the field, get Ferguson back involved. He's been kind of quiet after that hot start. Get Ferguson back involved. Really matriculate the ball down the field, like they say. I think this offense can get rolling again. You've got George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb. Where's Turpin been? But you've got weapons all around that you can. There's mismatches all over the field. Pick your poison, and they got to stay aggressive. They've got to stay aggressive, mix up that pass and run. But again, it starts with that offensive line, and that offensive line has got to get kind of, I don't want to say back to form because they haven't been great, but they've been very good, especially early on in the season. They just kind of fell off a little bit. So looking at this schedule and looking at this Monday night game, this is an opportunity for this offense to really get themselves going again. They haven't been great on the road. It could be Monday night, going to be in Vegas. The Raiders really don't have much of a defense except for Max Crosby. That's going to be a problem, especially with our tackles. So maybe Ferguson's not going to have his best game, or they do 2 tight end sets and leave Schoonmaker or Ford in there to kind of chip them a little bit. But the one thing I would say too is Javonte Williams has been very good in pass protection. So they should be able to neutralize Max Crosby because he's really the main guy that they're going to have to deal with. Get him taken care of, then you kind of worry about the other stuff. But I think they've got to attack. I want them attack down the field. You got George Pickens. Give him some of those 50-50 balls because they're like 75-25 for him. He's going to either catch it or he's going to make sure they don't catch it, or he's going to draw a flag. And you saw early on in the season, he wasn't putting up the big numbers early, but if you added in the pass interference and all that other stuff that kind of came with it, you're like, hey, man, this guy's, he's really doing his job to get the offense going. So I really want to see this offense getting back on track because when you look at that schedule, and we talked about it, I talked to Kelly, and you guys last night on the show, is that what is it going to take to get the Cowboy fans back, all in, not all in, but like in the groove, feeling good? Because honestly, it's been quiet on social media. I haven't really posted that much. There's really not a whole lot to get hyped about. I mean, this team has won 3 games this season, out of their first 9. That's not good. That's not what you want. They got 8 games left. And if they want a realistic opportunity to get in the playoffs, they're going to have to go 6-2 or 7-1. They're going to have to really put something together just for an opportunity to get into the wild card. And it's like I said, man, the NFC is wide open. I mean, there's not a true dominant team. Every team has had their highs and has their lows and had their flaws. So looking at this schedule, get the Raiders. You got Philly short week. You got Kansas City short week. I think by Thanksgiving, after you have that turkey, after you had that pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, apple pie, whatever kind of pie you like, after that game is over, we're going to figure out, are these Cowboys in it to win it, or do we have to start our mock drafts? Do we got to start figuring out, all right, we got to start planning for next season? Because I think they've got to, I'd feel really good if they won all 3. But if they slip up and lose one of those, that means they got to go on the road and beat Detroit. They got to win 3 of their next 4 games for me to feel they got a legitimate, hey, we got a puncher's chance and we got a shot to get in. It's an uphill battle for them, and they haven't won 2 games in a row this season. But you look back, and Dak's never really had a losing season. So there's things that, give you hope, and that's all you got, right? That's how you live on hope, and you hope that hope turns into reality. And the reality is the Cowboys can get on a run. We talked about it on the show again last night. 2018. They made that trade for Amari Cooper. They went on like a 7-1, 6-1, whatever it was. They went on a big run post-trade and ended up winning the division, winning a playoff game, getting to the second round. Obviously got beat by a better team in the Rams, but they were able to make a run. So it's been done before. I mean, the Ravens were 1-5, and they're probably going to win in their division. It can happen. They just got to get on a run, and we're going to see if they can get on a run. Are they going to be able to get on some sort of run to make it happen? So give me your thoughts. Give me your comments. I'm probably going to do a live show over the weekend, get my man G. Greg back in, either maybe Sunday morning or something. Like I said, man, my wife, she's got a girls' weekend, so I'm home in the cave. I'm going to be fixing behind here. So by Sunday, this will look totally different. You'll be like, all right, Mike Tag's worked his magic. Everything's looking good. Now I feel like I'm back in the Cowboys cave because it seems like I'm in some room that's all broken up and kind of, not all together. It's below my standards. You understand what I just said? It's below my standards. So I don't like it. I'm going to get this thing fixed and get it right. But again, hit that like, hit that subscribe on your way out. Leave a comment. You guys don't leave me enough comments. Let me know. Hey, man, are we talking about the right stuff on the show? Is there anything that we need to add, anything that we need to change? Or, hey, man, you just appreciate it. We appreciate it. And like I said, this is going to be an interesting game. Shoddy was, he had the press conference there, at least able to talk football yesterday. Obviously, there was still a lot of questions about Nealon, and that's never going to stop. And I'm just waiting to see how this team really responds to Nealon, when they get on the field. And it's going to be emotional, and it's going to be an emotional season. They could take this and kind of really, band together even more and turn it into something special for whatever happens. Or, I mean, it could be too much for them to bear, and they're just not focused in their minds in other places. And that'd be understandable too. I mean, we're all human. We're all human. And this is a guy that they, you know how it is in your workplace. You're closer to your people at work than sometimes your own family. And I mean, these guys are brothers, and they battle, every week and every day in practice. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Cowboy players respond. I personally think it's going to elevate them. I really do. I think listening to Shoddy, listening to Dak Prescott, listening to these guys, I think they're going to use it as a motivation, as a, hey, let's win this for Nealon. Let's get our stuff together. And I really hope that's the case, and we can end on a, just a positive vibes for the season, wherever it falls. It's been a tough year on the field, obviously been much tougher off the field. So, I mean, we got to get some good vibes. The Cowboys need some good vibes this year. More importantly, I need 8 wins, because I bet the over, and I bet heavy on the over. And I was very confident that this team could get to 9, 10, 11 wins. I just felt like the offense was that good. I didn't think the defense was going to be this bad, I'll be honest with you. It's a lot worse than I thought, but hopefully the moves they made can at least salvage this season and kind of give us something to smile about, give us something to be hyped about, give us something to cheer about. So let me know your thoughts. I appreciate it. But again, offense, I need you guys to step up. Well, I'm asking the defense to step up, but I don't want to let my offense off the hook. I need you guys to get back to what you were doing, and that's dropping 40 burgers on some of these teams. The Raiders are a team that they should, and they should dominate them, and I want to see it get done. So I appreciate it. I'll be hollering at you later. Hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that like. Let me know what you think in the comments. See ya.
Give me somebody that's hungry. Give me somebody that's hungry. I need somebody.